was gonna kill you.
Huh?
This is where I was gonna kill you.
Is it? Huh?
This is where I was gonna kill you.
Is it?
Did you record that?
Yeah.
Ma'am, you are in a wooded area, in an unknown area, that you have no idea where you're at. He is leading you on the trail. He is running far ahead of you. Y'all don't learn. Y'all don't learn. Y'all are too quick to want to end up in these documentaries, and I don't see or understand why. Now, what did he mean by that? What did he mean by that comment? I'm a firm believer in if you say something out loud, especially when it comes to something like that, when it comes to like harming, so you mean it. And to be fair, he only said he was joking once he recognized that you were recording. So what does that really tell you? And the fact that you're still with him after he made that joke, okay?
And if a white man tells you this as a black woman, you should definitely believe that shit. And for him to say something like this when the headlines for the past few months, damn near every single week, have been a black man, black woman, or a black child getting lynched or mysteriously passing away around a bunch of white people, very odd. And then he's also leaving you on a trail. What, like, come on, bro. We gotta be a little bit smarter. Move a little bit smarter, bro. And she just over here loving it, showing all 32. Oh, this regular ass white man. Not even no Channing Tatum. Average regular Joe Schmo, bro. And if something were to happen to her, I'm not gonna say like she deserved it, but I wouldn't be surprised. White man say he gonna kill me, I'm gonna believe him. I'm gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about people with like pink nipple psychosis, pink penis psychosis. They get gassed up by being chosen by a white man or a white woman, and they ignore everything. They think that since they get chosen by a white person, they automatically feel like an exceptional Negro. And you can tell by just how she moving, how she posting, how she think this shit cute. She thinks she is an exceptional Negro. Shit is odd. Pray for her. Hope she stays safe. But this shit's weird.
Hi guys, my name is Kelvin and you're welcome back to the channel. Stop right now. I need every single person watching this, especially every woman, to listen like your life depends on it. Because in situations like this, it actually might. A black woman matches with a white man on Hinge. They agree to a first date, a run, on a wooded trail, not a cafe, not a crowded park, a wooded trail, isolated, trees, limited visibility, the kind of place where if you scream, nobody hears you. They start running. Then he pulls ahead. He creates distance. He leads her deeper into a more secluded stretch, graffiti, underpass energy, the kind of forgotten corner where bad things can happen without witnesses. And then he turns around and says the words that should have ended the date, the conversation, and any future contact forever. This is where I was going to kill you. She was recording. The second the camera is visible, he backpedals. I was only joking. She posts the clip. It explodes. And instead of blocking him, instead of warning every woman she knows, instead of treating that sentence like the lethal red flag it is, she defends him. She calls it a joke. She posts more photos and videos proving they kept dating after this. After a man joked about murdering her in the woods on their first date. I need you to understand something with zero soft edges. This is not dark humor. This is not chaotic energy. This is a man who chose an isolated location, created physical distance, and then verbalized a fantasy of killing her. And she stayed. That is not a relationship. That is a warning that was ignored in real time while the entire internet watched and screamed. Today we are not sugarcoating anything. We are talking about why meeting a near stranger in the woods is already reckless. Why him isolating her was a calculated move. Why a murder joke in that setting is never just a joke. And why her decision to keep seeing him after the world told her to run is one of the most dangerous examples of ignoring clear threats for the sake of connection. If you have ever minimized a red flag like this video is for you. Pay attention.
Never convinced me to do. Meet a perfect stranger, a male nonetheless, on a dating app, and our first date is a run in the woods, and he takes me to a secluded area. I watch him intentionally speed up as if now I gotta rush to catch up with him, therefore I'm going to be out of breath. We get to a secluded place that is obscure, and he jokes that this is where he was going to kill me, only to realize that I was recording. He says that he's joking, and then I post it and then tell people, defend him in the comments that he was just joking and that I'm probably gonna see him again. Watch this and tell me what you think.
This is where I was gonna kill you. Huh? This is where I was gonna kill you.
Is it?
Is it? Did you record that?
Yeah.
I was just kidding.
Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the one that's guarded. Maybe I'm the one that I don't trust people enough. But I don't even run, and I'm a runner. I'm not running in the woods by myself. And I'm damn sure not running in the woods with somebody I don't know. As soon as he did we're supposed to be running together. As soon as he did this whole speed up thing, and you could see him like, I mean, he's booking it. I would have turned my ass right back around, and I would have been on the other side. He would have looked up looking for me. I would have been back at my car. The signs, ladies, you all cannot keep ignoring the signs for the sake of being in relationships. This is not a new story. This is not something that has never happened before. There are all these stories out there of women that are in real relationships getting left in the woods by their husbands and their boyfriends, and you choose to go to the woods on a run by yourself with a perfect stranger that jokes, and not only that, but you choose to see him again? Yeah, nope.
Now, hold on, let me get this right. You've met a nice man, right? Y'all been going on some dates. Come to find out, y'all planned a date to go running. Find out, y'all went running through the forest. Find out, three. Find out, pay attention. You stop, he stopped at a real secluded graffiti-filled area, and he said, oh, yeah, this is so funny because this is where I was going to kill you. Find out, four. Find out, you said, oh, that's a joke. Oh, it's a joke. He said, yeah, it's a joke. It's a joke. Find out, five. Find out. You posted that said video on TikTok, and you know, Lord, you know how TikTok go. Find out, six. Find outs. People got in your comments and called you a bird and said, oh, yeah, don't save her because she don't want to be safe. Find out, seven. Find outs. You posted a reply video with a whole bunch of pictures of y'all going on various dates, as well as a video of him close up to show that, oh, yeah, he has a face card, and yeah, I don't want to be saved. Find out, 29 find outs. I said, is this what's going on right now at the end of Jubilation July? Yup, showbiz, and I reposted the video. I said, regardless of if he was white, black, yellow, purple, I don't know if a person joking about this is where I was gonna kill you is funny. Where's the punchline? Anywho's, go check out the video, I guess. I'll call you back.
Amber the Active, let me get this straight. You meet a man, you go on a running date. He speeds up on you, kicks it to gear, boom, boom, boom. You're running behind him, trying to catch up to him. Y'all go under like an underpass tunnel thing, and this motherfucker says to you, this is where I was going to murder you, and you're like, this is a joke. Oh, Jesus. You know you could be, no, you don't want to be alone. You want to be on a milk carton. It's all right.
To my black women, you are not crazy. What you feel about the apps is very true, especially as a dark-skinned black woman. What you feel is very true. This app is not created for us. And I'm finding it more and more as I continue this experiment. This app, Hinge, is not for black women. I literally have 2 profiles on Hinge. With the exact same profile, just one has the ethnicity white and one has the ethnicity black. And the white one has twice as many hits as the black one. And it's not just the fact that some people prefer white women, right? It is the fact that this algorithm is pushing white women more than it is black women. Or brown, but I'm specifically talking about black. I have had so many black women comment on my videos when I started this and said, I changed my ethnicity to white on my profile. And the sheer difference is astounding. A lot of these men will put their best foot forward when dating a white woman, but won't put their best foot forward when dating a black one. Literally a lot more men putting in the effort. Putting in the effort when dating a white woman than for us. We are not crazy. We are not crazy. This shit is systemic. Systemic, be it the algorithm or be it the men. There are men that want to date black women. Even a man in my comments, a black man in my comments, who said when he has his profile open and he wants to date black women, he's open to everybody. But he says he has to unlike so many, he has to X out so many non-black women just to get to black women. It's systemic. We are not crazy. We are not crazy. This is systemic. This app was not built for us. I need to know when that class action lawsuit passes. Cause bitch, sign me up and give me my motherfucking check. You have businesses creating fake profiles to bring them to your business. I remember hearing that, where, I don't know if it was a black woman though, but it was like, I matched with this guy on whatever app it was. And they're like, hey, let's meet at this restaurant. So I come to the restaurant, but he's not there. So I sat and ate because, again, I'm already there, so I might as well eat. Turns out the restaurants are now starting to create fake profiles. They're now starting to create fake profiles to get women to come and eat at their fucking restaurants. Again, I don't know if specifically that one is white or black. I don't know. But these apps are all about making money. They are going to put the good men behind a paywall because they want you to pay for roses. I'm not paying for no fucking roses. If I wanted to pay in terms of dating, I will go out and get a dating coach. But they're also expensive. The dating industry really, like, the more I'm sitting here thinking about it, the more irritated I'm getting. But again, to my black women, you are not crazy. On the white profile, you have men with completely filled out profiles. Completely filled out profiles. Talking about looking for their lifelong partner and this, that, the third, and monogamous and Then I go to the black one and I get just ask. I get one-worded answers on my black profile. My white ones, paragraphs. Paragraphs. On my black profile, they told me that this man would be compatible with me. This man has a mouse tool in his hand. A mouse tool in his hand. What about that is compatible with me? I have men telling me to smile. Like I don't have other pictures of me smiling. I never get shit like this on the white one. A grown-ass man with kids. Which, mind you, I put I don't want kids on my fucking profile. I put I don't want kids on my fucking profile. They keep showing me men who want kids. Where is the compatibility? I need to know what exactly, when they say someone might be compatible with you, what exactly do they mean? Now, this person just likes my profile. That doesn't mean that the app is saying, oh, you guys might be compatible, but I need to know what exactly the compatibility is. And it's like, I have experiences like this, and then people are like, oh, you know, you never know. Like, why are you single? You're gonna die alone and things like that. And I'm just like, first of all, people in relationships, I need y'all to stay out of single folks' business. Those of y'all who have been in a relationship for years, since at least like 2020, I don't want to hear y'all say no shit about no advice, okay? You found your person. Stay out of single folks' business. This is why the dating market is the way that it is right now. Especially since a lot of y'all married men's be in them fucking profiles. But anyway, black women are not crazy. We are not crazy. We are not imagining things. They are going to try to gaslight you. Oh, well, maybe you need to this, and this, and maybe you need to this, and this. I have people in my comments try to say that it might just be, you know, because they like attractive women trying to call me ugly. Bitch, it never gave ugly. Like, nice try. And to you women that get the big ballers and stuff, congratulations. Okay, congrats. Like, attraction might be a thing. And yeah, some people, you know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Some people might not be attracted to me. That's fine. Like, honestly, if you're not attracted to me, don't tell me. Leave me the fuck alone. It doesn't upset me, okay? It's the fact that my white profile with the exact same photos are getting twice as many likes, twice as many hits as the one where my ethnicity is black. That is what I'm talking about, right? But yeah, in conclusion, black women and online dating, it's not made for us because nothing in the US is made for us. You know who it's made for. It's not made for us, okay? I'm not going to tell people to give up, but I'm also not going to be dismissive of their feelings, because here I am doing this literal experiment and I'm literally watching one profile get more hits than the one that says I'm black. Here I am, afro, natural hair, braids, everything. These are the same pictures in my white profile, and they're getting twice as many hits as the black one. And it's really the fact that I'm a little frustrated now, but I'm not dating. So I know if I actively was dating right now and trying to find my person, I would be twice as angry and twice as upset. And the thing is, you know, we all want companionship. We all, you know, want someone to come home to. Like, a lot of us women are choosing to be single until we can get that. If we can't get a good man, a supportive man, a loving partner, all these things, we can do bad all by ourselves. So stop telling black women to stop being upset. Stop telling black women to stop bringing race into it. Stop telling black women to stop pointing this shit out. Stop trying to gaslight us and tell us it's all in our heads. It's literally been a week. It's literally been a week. My white profile probably total has had maybe 10 hits. My black one, maybe 4, 5. Like, this was just a fun thing for me, but it's really sad. And that's like when people are like, I feel some type of way about it. You have every right to be. Because look at the fucking material. Look at the data. I'm not even a data analyst. I'm not a researcher. I'm not writing a paper. I'm not doing any of these things. I'm not writing a thesis or whatever the fuck. If someone was actively looking into this shit, we know this is not for us. So black women, take care of yourselves. All right? Take care of yourselves. We have to decenter men, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately, but we have to decenter them. Because shit like this will take you under. It'll frustrate you to the point that it will take you under. So take care of yourselves, and I love y'all.
Good morning. I was not planning to post. I'm still eating my orange up in here. I wasn't planning to post right now. I swear to God, every time I start a video on here, I'm like, I've just opened Twitter. I did just open Twitter knows every time. They know how to get me. They always, every time I open that app, I see the most unhinged thing I've seen in some time. And unfortunately, the madness came from TikTok onto Twitter. If y'all are gonna post crazy videos on your Twitter account, on your TikTok account, you better shut off downloads, okay? Because people are quick. They are snatching your stuff and they are posting it onto Twitter, okay? This trigger warning for unaliving or threats of unaliving. Cue the video.
This is where I was gonna kill you.
Is it? Is it?
Did you record that?
Yeah.
I was just kidding.
So we all saw that, right? We all saw that man took that woman to a location that she is not familiar with, took her to an isolated area and told her that this is the place where I'm going to unalive you. And then once he clocks that she's recording him, oh, I was just kidding. I was just kidding. My sister in melanin. Look, I am all for the swirl life, okay? I have no issue. I'm not here to yuck your yum. Go where you are celebrated, not where you are tolerated, as Crystal and Karison would say. But I'm gonna ask that we use some discretion and some discernment, okay? A man who told me that he was going to unalive me would never see me again. And people are making comments in her comment section telling her, hey, this guy took you to an unknown location. This guy told you he was gonna unalive you. You're literally in the middle of the woods and he's ditching you and jogging so far ahead that you can't catch up. Have we all missed the Alpine divorce trend that's been on social media? I'm telling you right now. No man is taking me on no walk. You're not taking me on a walk. You're not taking me on a run. The activity, if you, I mean, I'm not dating right now, but any activity you're taking me on, it better be in a very contained environment. You're not taking me out to the woods. You're not taking me on no trails. Okay? I am not interested in being on the next 48 or cold case files. Okay? You are on your own with that, especially if you, there's a certain demographics that are very well known for being serial unalivers, and some of y'all not gonna see. I'm sorry, some of y'all are cute, but you're not gonna see me. This isn't a funny situation, but like, what else can you do? Like, there's been articles about this. Women are being, I'm just typed it into Bing. Don't judge me for using Bing, okay? They give you points and you can get free gift cards. but like, The Guardian has an article. Women are being abandoned by their partners on hiking trails. This one, Radio Télévision Suisse, Alpine divorce. Quand les randonnées en amoureuse à la montagne révèlent what these lovely, loving walking hikes in the mountains reveal. It's like, unfortunately, no, it's all going into French. Okay, New York Times, Alpine divorce, a hike that ends a relationship. CNN, a climber left his girlfriend to DIE on Austria's tallest, I assume that's mountain. The title cuts off. Just type in Alpine divorce on the internet, okay? Type in Alpine divorce. And it's very rampant, even though I really don't like that it's being called that, because really it's attempted MURDER. But, you know, if this is what makes the rounds, then this is what makes the rounds. But I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm a little scared for this girl. Like, I know I'm laughing and kikiing in this video, but I'm actually kind of nervous for her, because she came online with a video of her and a man, and that man full on said to her that spot over there was where he was going to unalive her. And then once he figured out she was recording, he said, oh, I was just joking. I'm going to say this. I know she doesn't want to hear this because people are writing up in her comments. I'm going to read a few comments, but not too many. But you can go, I'll tag the videos. You can go over there and see them for yourself. But I would leave him just for the fact that if you don't leave him, sis, if you don't leave him and he actually unalives you, every black man in the manosphere is going to use your story as a swirl gone wrong cautionary tale. And they're going to use your story to tell every black woman that is why she shouldn't date outside of her race, because this is the kind of stuff that happens. You are going to hurt the cause, my dear. If you won't think of yourself and you won't think of your, if you won't think of yourself and you won't think of your well-being, I want you to think about the girls that are coming after you. And I saw a video, it was a while back. It was a great video. Unfortunately, I can't remember the creator's name, but I think she was like Sudanese, black Sudanese girl, really pretty. And she had said something about, why are you with a white man and he's poor? Like, if you're gonna level up, if you're gonna date outside your race, why are you going for the dregs of the next community? I don't even know if I could find her at this point. But she used to have some nice rants on TikTok. I haven't seen her account in so long. But yeah, I remember she had this whole rant of, why are you with a white man and he's poor? Like, again, you can get that in your own community. Why are you with a man who's threatening to unalive you? You could get that in your own community. You don't need that elsewhere. Again, it's not about just choosing outside of your race. It's about choosing character over color. If you find a black man, that's great, go for it. If you find somebody outside of your race, that's great, go for it. But if a man is already hinting at treating you less than what you deserve, you need to leave. I'm sorry, but I do not care if I ever see a GoFundMe about this girl and her funeral expenses and medical expenses, I'm not gonna care. I'll make a video and I might just give you a little I told you so, but I'm not gonna care because you chose this. You chose this. So I wanted to read the full caption from her video. So this is from Amber, the active edit. And she writes, edit, okay, I'm okay, y'all, he's just joking, lighten up. Again, I personally don't believe that men make jokes. I believe that they say things that they really mean, and they're just testing the waters to see how you'll react. I don't think he was joking. That there's certain things, if you're on a Hinge date, as it says in your hashtags, if this was a joke, to be honest, I don't even think there's ever an appropriate time to make a joke about ending the life of somebody else. So I don't know. I don't know about this one, sis. So yeah, the hashtags are FYP, Hinge dating, hiking adventures, horror talk, running. And then this part specifically, that the part on the screen where it said the moment where I wasn't sure I'd see my parents again. I really need us to get some self-preservation because this isn't funny. This isn't funny. This is actually really disturbing. And I need you to take your life seriously. We don't want to see somebody cut short. And I think that a man who has openly stated to you that he wants to remove you from planet Earth,
should not have access to you again. Okay, so I just took some of the first few comments. So as you can see from the top, the screenshot in the picture, it says, the one time my date joked about unaliving me in an area I'd never been in before. Mind you, since she's never been there before, how would her family and friends and neighbors know how to identify her and where she might be? So Betty replies, he took you to a location that you don't know, showed you that he can outlast you while running, and threatened to unalive you. You need to get a pepper gel spray and make a police report. He's making a plan to get you. Zakia says, notice how he said he was joking when he was aware you were recording. Again, that is the key part. I really think he was being dead ass serious, but I think he backtracked once he realized she was recording him. Life as Barb says, joke, when black people are literally passing away. Tamela says, are people really that desperate for love? Because I would have left immediately. I don't know if I would have left immediately because, again, he has shown that he can outrun her. He seems about twice her height too. I probably would have tried to politely play it off until I was at an open road, or at least when there were people around and I could make an easy exit. But after that date was done, she absolutely should have gotten away from him. And to be honest, I agree. She could have made a police report. She literally recorded him saying that. Emma says, the boyfriend that I used to love, sorry, she said the boyfriend that I loved, sorry, I'm not reading that right. Sorry again. The boyfriend that I had that loved to joke about unaliving me did in fact try to unalive me. Amber goes, that's crazy, but surely there were other signs besides a joke. She's not taking any of this seriously, and it hurts to even think about that. Next slide. So why does this dodo bird decide to post a video of her and the same man, presumably, from the previous video? So now we have his video, we have his picture. Honestly, this is one of those times where the internet needs to come together and dox someone. And maybe I shouldn't call for doxing, but like, okay, I'll retract that because I know TikTok going to take the video down. But honestly, I feel like men like this, we need to know who they are so everyone can avoid them. But let me not call for them to be doxed. So they had some, he was talking under the clip. I didn't screen record that one, and that one hasn't made it on Twitter yet. So I'll tag you this one. You can go to her channel and watch it if you want. But basically, Anjali says, don't save her. She don't want to be saved. And of course, the two of them show themselves eating dinner together. And she replies to Anjali and says, don't save me. I love it here. You gonna love it being 6 feet under, girl? You gonna love it when the maggots are up eating your skin? Can we be for real? Like seriously, can we be for real? Y'all, I found the channel of the girl who was talking about why would you date a white man if he's poor. I need to scroll through all of her videos and find it. So this video, we'll post it when I find that specific video. She's got a lot of videos. I gotta go through them. But anyway, let's read the last few of these. So Ken says, he's got those eyes. But serial unaliver eyes. Amber's like, the eyes for me. Yeah, you is prey. Anyway, what nice is this? This is how we gonna find you. That's exactly how we gonna find her, girl. She thinks she's special. All right. That picture has me crying. Like, where do you even find that? Is it Nijina says, y'all remember that white man that went on Steve Harvey show and joked about, oh yes, on Family Feud, yes, and joked about offing his wife, and a few years later he did? Girl, I remember that. Kali says, won't be surprised when we see that breaking news headline. Miss Hello Kitty says, yeah, this is the administrator of the birds. I swear nothing's going on in her head but chirp, 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 chirp. Anyway. All right, so back. I know this video comes through as like just running straight, but I actually paused the video and went back to check Amber's channel. So she decided to post a series of pictures of him and her together. And she says, oh, it wasn't our first hike. I'm okay. He's also one of the kindest men I've ever met. Again, mind you, you came on the internet to tell us that this was the first time you'd ever been on that specific hike. And of course, he decided to say on video that he would unalive you in a specific isolated spot. And you're over here smiling because, haha, I made it back, as if he didn't realize you were filming. But all right, let's read a few comments. Laisha says, they're probably going to use the fourth pic for the news headline. Wait, now I need to go back and see the fourth pic. Hold on. All right, I found it, guys. This is the photo. It's reminding me of that Zach Fox tweet. In case you don't know the tweet I'm talking about. It would be this tweet. It says, "This is how the photos be looking in the headlines when a white man unalives his entire family." And then you have this white man featured with his family. Is that a, I don't know, that's not jet skis, right? That's like a, I'm forgetting what that's called now. Oh wait, I looked it up. It is a jet ski. Okay, next slide. Let's go back to the discussion. Okay, before I go back to the slide I was on, it didn't show Lisa's photo in the video like I expected, so I just wanted to go back and see what Lisa had to say. So she said, "Leave him or leave us out of it." And that's when Amber replied and said, "This wasn't our first hike. I'm okay. He's also one of the kindest men I've ever met." Betty, I think I read Betty's comment already. I also read Zakia. So Vic says, she's defending him, guys. Time for us to head out. And then has a picture of an exit. Next slide. I don't know why you'd want to be Kevin Gates' little sister. That name's a little weird for me. I still remember the time. It's been scrubbed mostly from the internet, but I still remember the time he came on the internet and told us that he kicked the girl out of his house because he asked the girl to orally pleasure him. And she did. And then he tried to ask her to do the same thing to his dog. And she was like, "Ew, I'm not doing that. That's a dog." And he's like, "Well, that's my dog. That's like my brother." And so I don't know about that name, sis. But anyway, she's like, "Come on, y'all, let's go." Cooper says, "If one of the kindest men you've ever met is joking about unaliving you, that's very telling. Not that you're wrong, but that you've never met men that are actually kind. If that's a humor you both share, fair. But you can't post that online and wonder why a bunch of concerned strangers are worried. I hope you're right and everyone is wrong, because the alternative is dark." Again, thank you, Cooper. Thank you for being the voice of reason here. That is literally all we're saying, that this is very concerning. Sky Mermaid says, "Kind men would never joke like this. Hope this helps." Nisha says, "He even has the look." Next slide. All right, so T says, "Why would something like that be funny in this current climate where men are literally unaliving women in those exact situations where black women, in brackets, men and children, close parentheses, are being unalived in those exact situations? I just find it hard to get the joke, I guess." And Amber decides to add a meme. "Art thou not entertained?" No, ma'am, we are not. We in fact are not. Miss Honey says, "I don't know, girl. I never once met a man who threatened to unalive me, even the unkind ones." And see, that's the thing. You need to find somebody who, if you are interested in dating, I think it's important to find somebody who you know how they will behave when they're angry. Tyann says, "I'll check back in 6 months," and stirs her drink there. Girl, I might have to as well. I'm sorry. I know this is a serious situation. I know I should be taking this seriously, but like there's a part of me that just doesn't want to. Clearly we're going to see that girl on Dateline one day, and I will be watching the documentary. She's clearly happy where she is, and she clearly thinks this is funny. There's one of a few options. One, she's so love-struck that she really is going to move forward with this despite hearing all of the cautions from the internet. Two, this is her friend, and the two of them are genuinely making a joke about this and trolling us. I can't really think of another reason about this. Either it's real or it's a joke. Either way, it's not amusing. It's not funny. I don't want this for her, and I think people really need to think a bit more. I don't think we need to use social media for cheap laughs when people actually pass away because of this all the time. Alpine divorce is a very serious issue, and attempted unaliving is a very serious issue, and I think that we need to take this more seriously. And we need to caution people, but clearly, look, you don't save her, she don't want to be saved. If she's happy where she is, she's happy where she is. What can we do? Truly, what can we do? You can't cry, you're gonna laugh, I guess. But my thing is that I really don't, at first, I still am a supporter of people dating who they want to date and loving who they want to love and expanding their options and things like that. You're never going to hear me knocking a black woman for going where she's loved. But we need to have caution here. You know, if you're the one who is expending all of your energy and basically auditioning for the prize of being his woman, ask yourself, like, who is benefiting from this? What are you benefiting from this scenario? And when a man is posing a danger to you, especially when he's already expressed to you that he wants to take your life, you shouldn't be anywhere near him. But we have to just examine, because ideally a relationship is, from my understanding, a relationship is something where the two people are coming together And you want to see how each of you are making each other's lives better. If the effort is only coming from one side of the equation, it's not going to be a equal lasting partnership. It has to be something that's mutually beneficial, right? And this is very shaky foundation. And I'm truly, I know I've been laughing throughout this video, but I am truly worried for her. And I very much dislike the fact that she hasn't contacted the police. I don't know if we're allowed to do that on her behalf. I doubt she's in my country, so I can't do that for her. But I want black women to wake up, okay? Because I think a lot of us, if this is real, and if she's really in love with him and is going along with this, I think a lot of us black women have been so conditioned that we are at the bottom of the totem pole in terms of beauty and desirability and love, that we will go for anything. And I think that's unfortunate, and I hate that for us. I think that better is out there. You don't have to go for a man who is actively trying to make you uncomfortable on a date. That doesn't have to be your story. You can have a better life. You can have better standards. You can reach for better than that. You know, and I want more for you. I truly do. Guys, I found the video of that girl who was complaining about black women dating substandard white men. So I'm just gonna let her close out the video. Please go and follow her channel, watch her videos. They're so good, they're so insightful. I love her rants. I used to follow her a lot on my old channel, so now I gotta go back and refamiliarize myself with her and her content over here. But yeah, I'll let her have the last word, and see you next time.
So guys, let me tell you guys one thing I have actually failed to understand. Why is every African woman marrying a white man? And it is not the fact that they are marrying white men that is even annoying and perturbing. That is not it. If you have decided to marry a white man, marry a presentable white man. Marry a white man with money. Marry a white man we can look at and say, okay. Why are you marrying nonsense? Why are you marrying a madman from the USA that used to be in the mental hospital? Then he escaped from the mental hospital and came to Africa. Booked his first flight to Africa. That is that you have decided to settle with. As per why? Why? Is it because we want half-caste kids? What are you looking for? Like, guys, I don't understand it. I have failed to understand it. Do I sound like I'm ranting? Yes, I am. Because it doesn't make any type of sense at all. I just saw this girl from Nigeria on TikTok. She just got married to this man. The man has never even smiled in any of her videos. Then, allegedly, this man is a rapist abroad, wherever he's coming from. He has married before in Kenya and the wife divorced him. Why are you people marrying this man? Why? Why would you marry a poor colonizer? Why would you marry a poor colonizer? As per what are you going through in life? What are you going through in life that you'd be marrying a poor white man? Why are you even talking to poor white men? Eh? Somebody was mad in the USA. Somebody was mentally unstable. He was just released from prison. He got his $300 or $200. You know, flights from there to here for them are very cheap. He got his $200, $300, came to Africa with $1,000 like this. Came to settle in Africa. And now you're just seated on this man's chest very happy. Why would you put your ancestors in that situation? Why would you put your ancestors in that situation? Now your ancestors are just rolling in the grave because you have decided to marry poor white man. Why? Why, my sister? Explain. Why are you with a poor white man? Why are all of you? Oh my God, guys, I'm frustrated on you people's behalf. Like, I don't know. I'm too frustrated on you people's behalf. Like, what do you mean? You're marrying a poor... Oh God, wow. Wow, has it reached to this? Are we that desperate to marry white people? Why? Why? As per why?
In the black community, it's a lot of shit we joke about. But then there's some shit that we never joke about. And jogging with somebody in the forest and having them turn around and look at you and say, this is where I was going to kill you, is not the type of shit we do. This black woman is on a Hinge date with a white male. They're running on a trail in a forest, woods, somewhere secluded. He's in front of her. He turns around and says to her, this is where I was going to kill you at. And she says that's a joke. She posted it. But you don't believe me, right? Look at this shit. Listen to what he said. Nah. Ain't nothing funny about this. Nah, man. Look at this shit. You don't see nothing strange about this. And then he asked what she recorded. He wasn't kidding. But see, the thing is, when they tell you the truth, you don't believe them. Mind you, look at the climate we're in right now. You mean to tell me you trust yourself? Matter of fact, I'm not even going to say it. I'm going to let you say it. Let me know, do you think he was joking? Is that something you say when you're joking?
Let's be brutally clear from the jump. First date with a man you only know from an app. You choose a wooded trail. That decision alone is a safety failure. Woods mean fewer people, fewer eyes, fewer escape routes. If something goes wrong, you are on your own. Then he pulls ahead. He does not stay level with her. He creates space and draws her into a more remote section. That is not setting the pace. That is isolating a potential victim. And then the line drops. This is where I was going to kill you. I do not care how many times he laughs afterward. I do not care how quickly he claims it was a joke once the phone is out. A man who can casually say that in that setting has already mapped the location, the vulnerability, and the act in his head. Even if he never intended to follow through, the fact that those words came out so easily on a first date is a massive, non-negotiable red flag. Men who test boundaries with violence jokes early are checking your reaction. They are measuring whether you will laugh, freeze, or leave. When she stayed and continued dating him, the test was passed. For him. And that is what makes this so dangerous. The internet did not overreact. The comments were not dramatic. People were telling her the truth. This man just told you, in a secluded place, that he had considered killing you there. Leave, block, do not give him another opportunity. She chose not to. She posted more content. She framed the outrage as overblown. That is how people get hurt. That is how women end up in situations they never thought could happen to them. Because they decided the red flags were just jokes, or not that serious. Let me say this as plainly as possible. If a man takes you somewhere isolated and jokes about murdering you, that is not humor. That is a threat dressed up as a punchline. Your only correct response is to remove yourself from his presence immediately and permanently. Continuing to date him after that is not loyalty. It is not giving him the benefit of the doubt. It is silencing every survival instinct that exists for a reason. Potential chemistry is not worth your safety. The fear of being alone is not worth your life. And no amount of later photos or he's actually sweet content erases the fact that on the first date, he told you where he was going to kill you. This is not about race. This is not about canceling a joke. This is about pattern recognition and self-preservation. Women are murdered by men they know and dated more often than by complete strangers. The warning signs are frequently present early and frequently ignored. This video is a public example of that exact process playing out in real time. And the most shocking part is not the joke. It is that she stayed after the whole world pointed at the danger and said, "Get out." So here is the only takeaway that matters. Do not meet strangers in isolated places for first dates. Do not stay when a man creates distance in a remote area. Do not laugh off any joke about violence, harm, or death. If those words come out of his mouth, especially that early, especially in that setting, you leave. You block. You tell the people who care about you what happened. You do not post more soft content trying to rehabilitate the moment. Your safety is not negotiable. Your instincts exist to keep you alive. Ignoring them for the sake of a relationship is one of the most dangerous choices a person can make. If this story made you uncomfortable, good. It should. Let that discomfort protect you the next time a red flag appears. Protect yourselves. Believe the warning signs the first time, and never, ever give someone a second chance to prove they were only joking about ending your life. Stay alert. Stay alive. I'll see you in the next one.